Folks, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is having a beautiful Memorial Day and maxing and relaxing. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. If you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. And also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are uplifting to you, and you can leave a positive feedback to the content of the video, or you can up and tell me about your empathic gift. And if you feel like it's uplifting and bring you good vibes and inspiration, you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through some trying times at the moment and just needing confirmation, validation towards life path or even soul purposes, or simply needing spiritual guidance, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give it a thumbs up, like, and also share your social media favorites wherever you see fit. As always, thank you so much for the love and support y'all are constantly giving me. It is truly a blessing, and thank you for my soul family and tribe, as always, for the constant support, as well as the new subscribers as well. And the video I'm playing in the background, meditation, is by the channel, YouTube channel Spiritual Moment, and it's called 741 Hertz, Emotional Detox, Emotional Well-Being, Remove Subconscious Blockages, and Healing Music. I was on the fence about which one I was going to do, because I said I'm going to do a few videos today, but I said I'm going to go ahead and do this one first. It's called Twin Flame 101. Heyokas. It is so easy to fall back into old ways. Focus on your stillness with old ways within the pattern and habits. Stay focused on the stillness, even when the surroundings are in uproar. Oh, Jesus. Like lately, I've been purging out so much and trying to allow myself to not fall back into old patterns, even when I constantly get challenged all the time about certain things not going my way, it's a beautiful blessing when, you are coming here to the platform, and being able to know you can find something within the content that I project out that you can truly relate to. Because, all of us is trying to get towards that, our own kind of utopia, and there's so many different things that's going on in the world. Right now it's constantly wars all over, the world. Still the divide it just seems like so many different things is just coming out the woodworks. It's like people can't do nothing on the hush hush no more. Everything just falling out. The elephant is constantly being addressed, and it is just like, what your situation is. What situation you are constantly trying to break bread with. Part ways to break bread with something else that is much needed in your life. And for us to be able to do that, universe and God uses different challenges for us to break out of that toxic mold that we have within ourselves. And it's just like I'm going through different situations right now, and it's like I don't feel proactive, not really motivated to do anything, but I allow myself to push through, not allowing myself to sit up here and say, oh, I'm ignore this vibration, but allowing myself to be present within it, and saying, what, this is just a temporary vibration within you. Allow yourself to keep purging, allow yourself to keep clearing, being honest about the vibrations that you have, because a lot is unfolding, and it's just like depression, manic emotions is not just going to go away within hours or within the day. It takes you to have to be able to try to, no matter what is going on in your life, you put that positive stillness within yourself, motivate yourself. Just like, go ahead. We know does not feel comfortable. You feeling some type of way about certain things that's going on in your life, but these things can't change until you allow your frame of mind to stay focused on what you're trying to, bring into your life. What's your desires? What are the things you truly want to do that can impact your life in a major way, and not just in yours, a lot of us within ourselves, whatever gifts we carry, universe is guiding us towards using that as some kind of, lifestyle, not to just impact us within ourselves, but other people that are coming their way. That's why I just love the platform that I have, trying to broaden everything, bringing out new chats and stuff like that to be able to stay connected with y'all. Because I know I did mine Wednesday, and the way that vibration was so beautiful and so peaceful, even though it drained the heck out of me, but that was a positive drain. I can say it's not, meant on depression, because a lot of times, you get drained when you constantly feel like you're keeping focused on things that you need to really be at peace with. Allow universe and and our fam, our spiritual enforcements, take care of what they need to take care of, but allowing us to be focused on putting the best foot forward. It's so easy to fall back and being negative or being a pessimistic about everything that's going on in your life. It's so easy to be that way, being sad about things that has taken place in your life, or how people have treated you, or things just didn't turn out the way you did. That's easy to do. But where the challenges they want us to be able to do, even when things are just not going the way you planned it, just still have faith within yourself as well as the universe. These better things are opening doors for us, but you have to be able to work through the challenges that we place into your lives. Devil and God, same hand in hand, but got two different agendas about what things that they're bringing into your life. The devil wants you to stay in that kind of vibration to make you feel like devil and universe and all our spiritual enforcements is a whole lie. Okay. They feel like, oh, okay, you done gave up this and this and that. Has anything changed at all? And they will have you, they will trigger your ego with a quickness. And when it comes to that, but a lot of times when you start feeling that way, it's like, okay, yeah, you may have gave up the things that they asked you to do. I had to give up my cigarettes. I had to go back and stop smoking, marijuana and all that different stuff, and just being able to allow myself to face those emotions. Because a lot of times, I even said it here with y'all, when we deal with, addictions like that, it's some kind of form of escape for us to be able to deal with. You have to be able to, face everything head on. Yes, it is hard as heck to be able to do that, but that's where your strength comes in. Because now it's like with me, when I needed that woosah moment, I'd be right on my front porch, just some people smoking a cigarette and woosahing it out. And I'm proud of myself. I probably had like one cigarette out of a whole week. And that's the last one I had. It was just like, it just tastes so nasty. Like, I'm like, thank God, because that mess tastes nasty. It made me not want to go back to it. And I was proud of myself for that. You have to be able to congratulate yourself on your little victories. Being able to say, if you are a person that constantly goes through your mind on those reruns of things has taken place in your life that was very devastating, drastic, just traumatic or whatever, you're allowing yourself to go back into that. It's like you're going back into that cycle of like it just happened. And when you're doing that, you're bringing up the emotions and probably added more towards it. Like like you're allowing yourself to feel that emotion all over again. And, there's a lot of different things that, I'm dealing with at this point right now. Like, people know, you've been with me for a while. I constantly say April all the way until god daggone July. I want to be able to bypass all that stuff, because it's like heaviness after heaviness after heaviness. And it's like about 4 or 5 different things all at one time. And it comes in moderation, but I still have to allow myself to push through. I see, the confirmation I get from the comments that y'all leave, and it's truly appreciated. And it lets me know, the things that you discuss with people, you're being open with other people. You're trying to have an open floor community platform where you can chit chat with other, tribes about the things that they may struggle in, or the things they may have questions about, or certain curiosity or knowledge they're trying to get. If certain things are normal, is this, what we have to go through is being the people we are, and there's so many different things that's going on in the world. And it's like, we just don't realize we all have a beautiful heart. It's just a lot of things that we have gone through has like changed our out view at times when it comes to people. I'm not saying every person is like that, but it's like whatever you have experienced in your life, it can make a very drastic change on how you trust people, how you see yourself, how you see other people. It makes you not want people close. I've been there, done that, and I still get like that a lot of times, but now it's just like me going off of my intuitive and my intuition. Like, anytime you make a decision and you're trying to put the best foot forward, that vibration is not coming up just for you being paranoid. You have to be able to honor that within yourself. You have to be able to honor yourself within yourself. Anything that you make a decision off of and you feel at peace after that, that was the best decision you could make. There's I almost caught myself just crying earlier right before doing my video, and I had to tell myself, Roslynn, add peace to your heart. Universe and God already knows what you're dealing with, and it's not something that's very easy, but you have a positive outlet. You're connecting with a lot of beautiful people. I'm connecting with a lot of like-minded people. I love my brother from another mother, Anthony Burke. He had me and him connected probably, what was it, in April. Yeah, it was in April after DMX had passed away. And it was just like me and him has just been, in that sync of like, dang, that's my brother, you know what I'm saying? And then he'll bring up something that was like funny yesterday. He was talking about, okay, what talk subject we're going to be using on the chat today. And he brought up some, I forgot, it was some question or a post or something off of a different platform on Facebook. And right exactly at the same time, I text like, okay, this should be a topic for tomorrow or even Wednesday when we do our chat here, and then the next thing you know, when I'm not even finished texting that, he already puts it in the group chat, and I start laughing. It's just like, universe, connects you with different people that still has that mind. Like, you can connect those minds together to bring something into the world that's beautiful. We all want to be able to see change within the world, want to be able to connect with people to let you know you are not alone. You are not alone with the things that you have to constantly face. You can get through it as long as if you have a safe haven here. It's not in the physical sense, but it's in the spiritual as well as the emotional and mental, strength it is. And that's very beautiful to me. We're all going through different things that we're really trying to allow our hearts and our minds, because a lot of times the mind and the heart ain't in the same sync. You have to be able to force that within yourself, and not just to be able to ignore those vibrations of hurt, pain, depression, allowing yourself to understand and asking yourself, why do you feel so strongly about this situation? And what do you want? What kind of positive outcome do you want from this situation? With mine, it is all about, the pain that I've had within myself. There's, me being hurt, basically, from, people doing different things, towards my life and towards my path on their own selfish needs. And I have to, even when there's tears is about to come up, I have to sit up here and tell myself, you're having a positive outcome from a very traumatic experience you have had in your life. It's not going to end overnight. That pain runs deep within you, but you're making that gesture within yourself to use that as something positive that you can invest by putting in videos, connecting with others that may be going through the same kind of issue, maybe just different circumstances, and being able to do that, it makes me feel very good. Very, very good. The devil will be trying to place a whole lot of different challenges towards me to distract me, make me second guess what I'm doing is not right. But God also places those challenges on me, that no matter what is on that path that may just try to bring you down, you have that power to overcome this situation. Even when people are coming at you, trying to distract you from anything that I placed a purpose in your life to move forward in, you can still bypass that. Allow yourself to stay focused on what is going to take you to that next level, not allowing yourself to be distracted by certain things that's trying to keep you in an outdated frequency, as well as situation or being stagnant in something you are no longer needed in. I placed this in your life to give you that strength to know you can conquer all within you. When you have faith in me, you have faith in the universe, the tribes, the ancient tribes, the galactic ones, the ancient ones, Archerians, whatever. All of them got our backs. The devil wants to sit up here and try to convince you, no, we don't. He always sit up here and say, I don't exist. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, a devil is a lie. He will lie. But he was trying to do that. He uses different people against us. The ones that are not wanting to be, that choose to be comfortably oppressed. That wants to be able to bring you back down. Like, no, you can't do that. And God puts that person into your life, because some people stay oppressed because it's too much for them to face the things that really have been very toxic within their lives, the vibrations that they hold deep because of the pain they don't want to, face, and not realizing, even when you're allowing yourself to avoid that pain, you're adding more pain towards the pain that you already had in that. But the truth teller is like, okay, you have this pain. How can you positively, face that? What kind of positive change that you can place into your life, within yourself? You have the power to do it. It just takes you to be, I feel like everybody can do that, but it's just up to a person when they want to do that. Because sometimes people just feel it's easier just to be able to put that pain on everybody else, to make them feel something bigger within their lives. And it's all it is you're adding more wounds. You're not just, you're hurting yourself by hurting other people. They always say hurt people. It's just like mine. It is just like, I was that type, but then it takes strength for you to be able to understand and be open and honest about the toxic traits you have. Not taking it personal on when other people don't go out their way like you would go out for them. You support them, but they don't support you back. That's when you have to allow yourself to really step back. And I have to remind myself of that. Step back. You're dishonoring yourself by entertaining stuff like that, because you already know how certain people are in your life. These are the situations that was brought to you. That's where your strategic game changer is, especially if it's like family or people that you really adore the most, that you just can't allow yourself to see without. That's where your true magic is a kick in for you. And it's just like, these are the things that's being used against you. But it's used against you to break out those old patterns of placing that love in yourself. We all place, when it comes to empaths at times, and I can say I'm a prime example, you put more love into people than you do your very own self. And it's like, when it's time for you to have that, there's none left. Or there's times that you don't, went out your way to, to sit up here and support somebody, cheer somebody on, give them that motivation or that nudge that they needed to get there. And then when it came to be the shoe on the other foot, all you got was dead silence, flatline, crickets. There was nothing else. And then it shows you, never allow yourself to be regretful of what you've done. Because that person gave you a blessing as that person, did for you, because that was letting you know. Now you see, you can give love all day, but when a person ain't honoring themselves, they can't give you something they don't have. They have it, but they just don't allow themselves to feel that. Some people just get emotionally numb and not realizing that is like very self-destructive, and I've been at that point in my life before. I just didn't care how I made people feel. I'm like, oh, well, I ain't got to see them no more. And I felt that way. And I guarantee you, Carmen, I kicked my ass so many times from all the stuff that I've done, and I'm paying my debts to society. But I felt that vibration coming up today. And I'm like, nah, Roslynn, you've been good for the last few days. Just because there's different outside influences with that heaviness of energy that lingers, allow yourself to bypass that. That is not a part of you. But you're seeing it and it's being seen. You don't have to entertain that. You don't have to allow yourself to stoop to that level. Never water yourself down to be on that level with somebody. If they can't hurt, embrace what you got at 180 proof truth, they don't need to be dealing with you at all. They're like, this is a little bit strong for you. You can't handle that. You're a little bit weak at the knees. You can't do that. You have to be able to keep going. And these are the things you have to, when there's something you really want in your life to take place, I feel like there's nothing impossible that you truly can't do unless you allow yourself to put in that work, be consistent about it, have a game plan, have a point A to point C to point D and so forth, in case certain things didn't fall, it fell short and didn't go that way. But don't give up, and God really wants us to be able to do that. Universe, our tribe really wants us to be able to do that. They put us in these life patterns of distractions, of trauma, just to be able to see no matter what you are facing in your life, you don't have to allow yourself to stay in that type of sequence. You don't have to allow yourself to stay in that type of vibration. You can make more of what your life is from the trauma that you have experienced, because there's always a part of you in your life that you have embraced something. You say, I never want anybody to know what that feels like. I never want anybody to be able to experience something like that. If you know somebody experienced something like that, you become strongly connected with that person, especially if they're that person that is going through that ultimate change like you are. That's a beautiful thing. When you're going through trauma and tragedies and a person can see your wounds and admire you for that because you're healing those, man, that's the ultimate game changer right there. And that's what we're taught to do. Because it was just like, I'm like, God, I don't know what I'm going to do with this videos today, but I'm not motivated. I'm sad and I'm not trying to be sad. And he's like, it's okay. We can work through this. I'm like, how are we going to work through this? I don't want to be fake. I don't want to be fake. I want to be authentic. I want to be transparent. I want to be able to speak my vibrations of truth. And what am I doing today? I'm speaking my vibration of truth. I can't always be happy. I would try to push forward to be happy, but this is what I have to do. I had to find something I can really, that content that's really speaking to me at that point on saying how I feel. Usually it's something I feel or something that the universe wants me to address, to project towards other people to feel within their own frequency that they need to do. We're all going through different parts of madness that we trying to calm that daggone storm out. But that's where your power comes from. Because if you constantly try to dilute all the things that you're doing, you're not really addressing the issues of what we truly need to separate from. We're not. Because you're diluting it. It's basically like you're trying to cover up that pain that hits you heavy. Like a lot of times you have to allow that mess to hit you so you can just be like, look, just look, I'm really trying to work with myself here. I'm trying not to, project this towards anybody else, but I need to allow myself to address this. That's the only way that ultimate healing is going to take place, when you allow yourself to address that. Being honest with yourself about, why does these things still sting me the way it did when it first happened? Am I allowing myself, am I waiting for a truth to be revealed? Am I wanting justice or vengeance towards different people? Am I still holding on to regret? I'm waiting for somebody to apologize, or I'm waiting for somebody to be honest. These are the things that I'm asking for myself. I said, because the way that mess is unfolding, you already know good and well, hell, nobody gonna give you truth about that, because I'll be telling on themselves. But allow God to allow things to unfold on its very own. But you stay focused on your healing. You deserve to be happy. Hell, everybody deserves to be happy. But it's the whole point. Are you willing to go all in for yourself? Now, you can go all in for everybody else, but this is that time where you're placed in solitude, where you have to stay fixated on yourself. That's not being selfish. You cannot give happiness to everybody and you lack it within yourself. You're not keeping honor towards your life, your vibration. You're lying and mistreating yourself. It's just like somebody out there disrespecting you, and you're allowing yourself to accept that. You're disrespecting yourself. So it's all that love that you can put towards other people. Put it within yourself. All the stuff that's going on in the world is already enough. Don't add more to it it's like you're beating your own self up on certain things that went that way for a reason. A lot of times we may not get the answer we want. A lot of times we ain't going to have that flip of a automatic change when we want to, but it's coming, but just not in the time, or maybe even the way that we expected it, or when we predicted it. But it's just being able to know, let me allow myself to keep moving. Let me allow myself to, no matter what I'm feeling that day, I can project this out in a positive way than being stuck in my feelings about something that took place that brought me to a lifestyle I never knew I was going to be able to have. All of us deserves that happiness, and don't neglect yourself over something that, was leading you to a path of knowing within your own self. Love yourself, be honest to yourself, even when the days you feel sad, push through by something that gives you laughter, brings you joy. Sometimes you got to laugh to keep from crying. You have to be able to allow yourself to keep saying every day, my life is not going to always be this way. These are the challenges that wanted me to honor my strength. That power is reconnecting you to your soul. And that's what it's doing. And MS is very uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable because it's taking you out of that comfort zone you became comfortable in. Even when that wasn't even good for you, you got comfortable with that because you probably felt like you weren't worthy of anything else, or this is all I've gotten, so this is what I accept. No, you don't accept stuff like that because this is your life. You are that co-creator of what new that you need to create. God and universe gave you that pen. They gave you this insight. Look at your life. How would you want it to be? Do you want to be happy? How do you think you can contribute from what your experiences is to be able to project out to the world? You have to come up with a script. It can be, like a Mission Impossible movie. It can be like a comedy, or, and it's just like, you're allowing yourself to be projected in that way. You have to be able to honor yourself and just do the same. I feel a lot better since I didn't know what video I wanted to start off with first because my vibrations was low and I had to go ahead and pray. And then I put this meditation on. And when I say that mess kicked in real quick, that was a beautiful feeling. We are all going through different wars within our heart, within our minds, within our thoughts, within the things that is becoming very hard to feel like we can shake loose. But that's where your challenges come in, when the surroundings around you is in an uproar, when you stay focused and be consistent within your stillness. That's where that comes from, not being distracted by people that are going out their way to make sure you fail, going out their way to make sure that things stay the same with you because they don't want to do their change as well. You are somebody's project, and you have to be able to be that instant game changer. Like, you appreciate those different things because it allows you to know when you can heal from the worst of the worst, worst of the worst. You don't have a lot of folks admiring you, especially, the enemies are going to probably ask, what did you do? What did you do? Because everything we done placed on you, it didn't work. I'm just really trying to understand that. You have your enemies and haters thinking like that. They get mad as all get out. Because no matter what they have placed on you, you still have a way of being able to project love out towards people. You're still trying to allow yourself to be positive, even when there's negative circumstances you feel like you are drowning in. You're giving love to people that, towards yourself to give to other people. Let me put it that way. When there's so much hatred out in the world, that's when that script is changing, because that's exactly what we were chosen for. Many were called, but only few was chosen. And some people fall back and got comfortable in that mess, but you can't. You were chosen for you to be able to do that turnaround, that switcheroo. And that's how you're doing it. Because that's the reason why you had to face a lot of battles that many people wouldn't have been able to last a minute in. Maybe having enemies that's riding the heck out of your coattail, that if you even gave them a dose, just one little dose of what they placed in your life, they wouldn't have been able to last 5 minutes. But you're showing this is what God placed you in those circumstances for. You be consistent with your stillness, regardless of what wars are going outside, because you're detaching from your own war. It's not our wars against, the world. It's the war against ourselves. When we allow ourselves to be in a compassionate vibration, a loving vibration, and end up having a deeper understanding. That's what we need to have that goes viral, and that's where that challenge really takes place, of that change. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. I might, because I know I'm having a Zoom chat with the Facebook Heyokas on their Facebook thing today, because we usually do that on Mondays. I'm gonna try to at least do at least about 2 or 3 chats within the week, because I want to be able to make it consistent. I love the ones that we did last time, so I want to be able to bring that more out to it. And I might, because usually I'm like, I don't like scheduling stuff, because of people that want to sit up here and keep me distracted, wants to come in and troll and stuff like that. But I'm like, the hell with them trolls. I ain't worried about it. I'm not going to allow them to stop me. If I'm going to be that example, I have to be able to learn from my own issues. So I'm going to go ahead and start announcing that early for you to be there. And I can't, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and announce it. And I'm going to just tell you, hey, at least a couple of hours from 2 hours, I'm about to go ahead and start chatting or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and send y'all frequent notifications to do that, because I know the different times that they have on here is different from when I try to do it. So, I'm going to go ahead and be able to stay, connected with y'all in that way. So I'd love to give a post notification shout out to Angel Party. My love and thoughts are with you. I know we're all going through those heaviness of change. And Dow for Stooch One High. I hope I pronounced that right. And Haley and Miss Sheila Jack and Hillary Elizabeth. If you're new to the channel, welcome. It's good to have you. I'll leave all my contact information in the description box below. So if you ever want to stay in contact with me, it's all about spiritual networking, just to be able to give you guidance, or being able to, if you have any questions or concern, if I've been through it, I'll usually, tell people the experience that I've had within those certain issues that you may be wondering about, or I'll try to find the information that you need to get you further down your path with a deeper understanding. So, whatever you're trying to manifest in your life, I place so many good vibes on you and congratulating you early, because you will reach your utopia. You will get the blessings and abundance that you really truly deserve. So I'm placing that good vibe on you, because you deserve it more than anything. And I know you have truly earned that. So I pray that everything that you're trying to manifest in your life comes so much bigger and better than you ever imagined. And it comes so much sooner than you expected it, even through social distancing. Make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, vibes, frequencies. You never know. All those things can be really a good thing. It can take somebody a long way. And I hope you have a blessed Memorial Day. Be responsible and safe for everything you do. And I will see you on my next video. Much love. Peace.